Welcome back, Frags of Beer family. We're going to try this again. If you guys saw the previous attempt, I've been playing around with the stream settings to try to improve the quality a little bit, and I messed something up, so I rolled everything back. We'll do some testing, and I'm trying to get some better quality game streams. GTA is just not looking the way I want it to look. If you guys have been watching the last couple, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to try to get some improvement on the stream. It really comes down to what my computer can put out and the settings, and I'm really not that great at tweaking OBS, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, today on Indie Spotlight, we're going to take a look at Dax's Propaganda featuring Tom MacDonald. It dropped last week, and because I was out of town on Friday, didn't get to give you a new song. So I'm going to try to give you a couple new ones today. So we're going to take a look at this one. Make sure you subscribe, click that red button. It's the best way to support the channel, but there are other ways in the video description to support us. So check those out as well if you're interested, including a merch store where you can get Frags of Beer merchandise. You can get Grey Raven Tavern and Meadery, which is like the rarest, hardest to find tavern in the world. I guarantee it. You won't be able to find it. Also, Raymond, hey, welcome. So yeah, if you're in the live stream with Raymond, say hi. If you're watching the recording, be sure to let me know what you think. Leave a comment. So we're going to jump right into it. I will pause as necessary. And here comes Propaganda from Dax featuring Tom MacDonald. Cheers.
Hey, Daryl. You good, bro? You ain't picking up calls, dog. What's wrong, man? Daryl, you good? Hey. Hey, Daryl. Don't lose yourself.
Like snort.
And all I see is propaganda, propaganda. 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 Yeah, united we stand, divided we fall.
Before he jumps into that, Dax has such a great singing voice, and it's such a unique sound that I really like that. Like, I think a lot of artists, they tend to sound the same, especially newer artists, but I think if you put him in a lineup with a bunch of other R&B singers, he'd be easy to pick out. And this is a cool one from Dax. Like, we haven't heard Dax and Tom together since Blame the Rappers, I think. Which is interesting because Tom doesn't do a lot of features on other people's stuff. He also doesn't have a lot of people. I mean, he's had a few here and there. He obviously has Nova on some of his songs, and he's had Mad Child. Excuse me, the beer. But it's not often that we see Tom do a feature or have somebody featured on his videos. So it's very interesting to do that. So I like that a lot. And so they're getting ready to jump into it here. And great message in this song. Pay attention to what you're being shown. Pay attention to what you're being fed.
Yeah, united we stand, divided we fall. New Year's Eve, they've been dropping the ball. Independent, how we dead in the game. We don't write to the sound of applause. Hidden truth, dotted lines, ain't never signed, stood and remain the boss. In a world that is full of facades, where if you speak, you get nailed to a cross. I won't be silent, I am outspoken. I am the product of pain, so when you see my name, no fame could never break down a brain that is already broken. Every wound is a paid devotion. They fill words as I purge emotions. Scabs hair as I drop hits that bleed lied from demonic omens. The system decides we spend and we buy, while most of our time is spent in bed. The dreams we have all stay inside. We sleep and wake and live with regret. The price of life is half the cost. The price of fame could cost your head. If infamy is what you seek, and propaganda is what you spread. Propaganda.
And there's the other side of Dax. His rap, always so punchy, so precise, so on key, and on point with his message. And he and Tom have a very great synergy when it comes to their message and their principles, and you can't attribute really what they say to either side. Basically, it's educate yourself, pay attention to what you're being fed, pay attention to what you're watching. Don't let yourself get caught up in the fight, the left, right, whatever fight that's going on. Not just in our country. Canada's going through it. The UK's going through it right now. France, all over. There's a fight being forced on you by people who benefit from keeping us divided and fighting and focused on each other and not what they're doing. And that's really, I think, what they're getting at here is pay attention to what you're seeing and stop playing their game, basically. Stop doing what they're telling you to do because they're using you.
Propaganda, propaganda, and all I see is propaganda, propaganda, and all I see is propaganda, propaganda, and all I see is propaganda, propaganda.
Yeah, Australia too.
Liquidated, indoctrinated. They convince us all that everything we say is racist, and blood will change it, that's what happens. Y'all need balance, y'all need blacks and whites and lefts and rights to stop the madness. They planned it. It's Trump or Biden, we all been divided by it in the streets. Elections always been rigged, I ain't surprised when somebody cheats. All I see is pentagrams and the propaganda, but our priority's the vaccine. It ain't hard for wolves to find a flock when the sheep are fast asleep. Too many people lack character, too many journalists scaring you, too many pencils attempting to rewrite the Constitution. They probably gonna tear it up. I love the country, but I don't trust the people taking care of us. We went to bed with the American dream, we woke up in Nightmerica.
That line right there hits hard. And you're right, Raymond, Australia too. Australia, Germany, all over the place, all over the West and in democratic countries. People are being played against each other. And he's right. He said you can't trust. Don't just trust. Don't just blindly accept what you're being told. Look at the double standard that you're being fed. Look at the same people who said the vaccine couldn't be trusted when Trump was in office, but now that very same vaccine, the very same vaccine that was being manufactured when Trump was in office is suddenly so important. I'm not saying one way or the other about the vaccine. You make that decision for yourself. But look at the people who said, I don't trust it, I won't take it when Trump was the president. But now they're telling you you have to take it. It's the same vaccine. Nothing has changed except who was the president. So what's the difference? Why wouldn't you trust it? It's not like he was going around poisoning the vaccine supply because he was the president. That, like, pay attention to that. Stop blindly eating what they're feeding you.
We woke up in Nightmerica.
And all I see is propaganda, propaganda, and all I see is propaganda, propaganda, and all I see is propaganda, propaganda, and all I see is propaganda, propaganda.
Great song, and an unusual scene for Tom, to see Tom taking a back seat. He did it with Nova in Gang Gang, and he's done it with Brandon Hart. And so even though he says a lot of times he doesn't do features and he says he's not going to appear on other people's records, he does make exceptions. And when he makes exceptions, he seems to do it in very key roles for very important people in his life. I feel like he and Dax are friends. I feel like they talk, and I feel like they have similar views on the world and how we should be treating each other and how we should be taking care of ourselves and taking care of the people around us and the world around us. And I like that. I like that he's willing to, as much as he talks himself up, as much as his songs are sometimes braggadocious, he definitely is willing to put that aside for a good message and a good song. And this was a great song. Great song from Tom and Dax. Great song from Dax featuring Tom. Thank you so much for being here, Raymond, everybody else who was here watching the live stream, and anybody watching the recording. Make sure you go to Dax's channel. Check out his other stuff. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you have not already. And let him know the Frags of Beer Network sent you so he knows where the love is coming from. I will see you all again soon. I'm going to try to bring you Brandon Hart here in a little bit because he's got a new one too. And I will see you soon. Much love. Bye.